Western Australia's dynamic resources sector has proved to be a vital factor in its insulation from the worst effects of the recent worldwide economic downturn. While some projects have been rationalised, others even mothballed, generally an air of optimism is returning to the marketplace. And with its first iron ore shipped and a further 2 projects slated to commence production, for emerging producer Atlas Iron, it's very much full steam ahead. With 8,900 square kilometres of land holdings in the Pilbara and key projects within a 150 kilometre radius of Port Hedland shipping facilities, Atlas is committed to the ongoing development of iron ore projects close to existing infrastructure and with relatively low capital expenditure and mining costs. Current projections will see annualised exports rise from 1 million to 6 million tonnes of direct shipping ore in 2010 and then double that figure by 2012. Putting the company on track to become potentially Australia's 4th largest iron ore exporter. Guided by its high-calibre board and management team, debt-free with the Pilbara's lowest capital expenditure for an iron ore producer, Atlas has established a strong financial position with a well-planned strategy for future growth and expansion. One of the company's central values is a commitment to the Hedland community, utilising local contractors and suppliers and, wherever practical, housing employees within the townships. In recent years, the Western Australian mining industry has been a highly competitive employment market. By creating a safe, productive and family-friendly workplace, Atlas is attracting and retaining a high-calibre workforce that will be a major factor in future success. It has also made a major commitment to the region's traditional landowners, working with community leaders to develop sustainable Indigenous outcomes, including employment and vocational training opportunities. And Atlas staff are being provided with cross-cultural awareness training to help develop a spirit of understanding and cooperation between Indigenous and non-Indigenous employees, as well as respect for the region's heritage. Atlas is mindful of its responsibility to the environment too. While the mining approval process already places stringent conditions on activities likely to impact on the project area's flora and fauna, the company aims to set new standards of environmental best practice, designed to minimise the impact of its operations not only within its leases, but also in the wider community. The completion of the 6 million tonne per annum Utah Point multi-user port facility, scheduled for completion in 2010, will remove one of the major hurdles faced by independent iron ore producers in the Pilbara. And as Atlas ramps up production at its various projects, it will be perfectly placed to capitalise on the availability of the new facility. Located 75 kilometres east of Port Hedland, the Pardue project is proof positive of Atlas's ability to bring its prospects into production. Pardue's first shipment was made in December 2008, and the mine is currently producing at a rate of 1 million tonnes of ore per annum and increasing. Significantly, CDE Capital, a major employer and trainer of Indigenous workers, has been awarded the project's mining contract, ensuring ongoing work opportunities and skills enhancement for the region's Indigenous population. Atlas is currently targeting a 7-year mine life for the Pardue project and has already signed offtake agreements for 100% of the DSO production. Ore is shipped the 75 kilometres to Port Hedland by road train, and an agreement with Fortescue Metals Group provides for port handling and shiploading until the Utah Point facility is completed. With the relatively low capital expenditure required to bring the mine online and the economies of scale provided by its close proximity to road and rail infrastructure and essential services such as gas and electricity, Pardue and its positive income stream will make a major contribution to the company's ongoing growth. Until its closure in late 2008, the Wodgina tantalum mine, 100 kilometres southeast of Port Hedland, was a major world supplier of tantalum, which is used in a range of industrial applications from cutting tools to capacitors. For Atlas, its interest in the area was focused on the iron-rich hills surrounding the original mine. After completing 60,000